And we are back to our old technology, so that means the technology will work. Treynor did march down the field and score on their first drive. Cooper DeJean in the backfield takes the snap. He's looking to get the second scoring drive going for the Falcons as they go deep over the top of the defense, cutting around, and the flag will come out, and it will be pass interference against the Treynor squad, I believe number 15. That was Colton Knopp running deep there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Knopp had a step on him, and a second defender came in and made contact with him. So
Braden Larson on a drive for Treynor, they were assisted by a 15-yard penalty, and want to make sure we have Mr. Doetzler's mic working too. All right, so we've got all of our mics working. We've got our film working. What you're going to miss is that clock on the lower right. And that's the technology that kind of threw us off here. So trips to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield with Dearson as DeJean takes the snap, looking to his left, firing that way, caught.
Cam
Sharkey cutting upfield and tackled at the 31-yard line, just short of the first down, I believe, at 9.
Right at it, yeah. Yeah, that Treynor drive was assisted by that big run back on the kickoff, Mike.
It was. They got all the way down to the 48-yard line, wasn't it?
Yeah, catch the viewers up a little bit there.
Got a couple of people telling us we were off the air, and you are correct. We're going to get back on as we're going to fire over the middle again. This time, Knopp is going to catch a run inside the 20, cuts back inside the 10. Ball comes out, and I believe Sharkey dropped on top of it. So the ball is right at the 11-yard line after the fumble, but recovered by the Falcons. So another pass and catch, 6 of 6 on the night for DeJean. Trips out to the right. They get quads to the right, one to the left. DeJean takes the snap, rolling out to his right, trying to get around the end, now fading back, throws down the field.
Easton Harms had that one.
Dropped by Harms. Harms did have a touchdown to start things off, capping off the opening 62-yard drive. When you get back on and other people don't know how you got back on, then you can let them know that just reload their system. It should pop back up. Quads to the right, one to the left. Snap back. DeJean looking on second down. Going to fire to his left, caught and tackled almost immediately. Is that Dearson with the catch? I believe it was, yes. So gain about 2, maybe
about 2 or
yards.
3, yep.
Gain of 3 on the play, make it third down.
3rd and 7. Look to the sideline here to get the call. Again, going to run the trips right, one left, one in the backfield. DeJean from the shotgun takes the snap, rolling out to his right. He wants to catch an edge. He's going to pull it down and cut back to the 5.
Touchdown.
When in doubt, Cooper around the end, and that's going to score the touchdown. Is that a gain of 9? I believe it was a 9-yard carry.
Yeah. Yep, 9 yards on it, Mike.
By DeJean.
4:33 remaining.
That'll cap off a 56-yard touchdown drive. Snap back, spot down, kick is up, and it is good. So at the 4:33 mark, the Falcons have answered back and taken the lead, 14-7. We're going to keep it here for this break and let you know who our sponsors are, including Rex Chevrolet, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Beckman Motors, Holstein Senior Living, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Bloyer Agency, Evertech, North Star Community Credit Union, Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Our scoreboard sponsor is United Bank of Iowa, and Gordon's Body Shop is our pregame show sponsor. I want to thank all those businesses for making it possible. If you would like to be a sponsor, you can contact Fuller Digital Solutions. You can learn more about them online at the website. And if you are watching for the first time tonight, you can subscribe to this channel and you'll get an update on all of our future broadcasts as well. So, Mr. Doetzler, one of the things we saw on that opening drive for Treynor is they're a team that likes to run the football a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that Caden Miller, he rushed the ball probably 7 or 8 times on that drive, and then Braden Larson scored on a 9-yard run around the end. So Falcons going to have to figure out how to stop that. Miller ran mostly up the middle, and Larson, he would take it around the end. So
Wareham will kick off here. Last kickoff was a little short and a big return. This time they're going to try that same strategy. It will be fielded at the 22 And a little bit better
There we
coverage
go.
this time, and they'll stop it right at the 25.
Reversing on the carry.
Trustwell's in on the stop. Zach Hamer
25
and Cam Sharkey.
So we are up and running, according to Hannah, who was working feverishly to get us back on the air. She does such a great job. So we were trying to do a little bit interesting thing. We had a couple of cameras working, but we were finding that the camera that was following the football was lagging behind it. And we wanted to make sure you saw the action. But then when we tried to do that, well, we screwed up everything. And that's what we do. We don't get paid lots, we get paid little, but we'd love to work for you. So it's coming this way with the Treynor squad. They're going to go around the edge, and quarterback keeps it. Took game about 7 yards out to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice looking play for Treynor there again.
He is 6 on the play. Made
So
second
balling
down
at
and
6,
4.
gains out to the 31. One of the things you notice is that fake option. It's that triple option move.
Yeah.
And that's hard to defend because you don't know who has the ball. And it's hard to call because I don't know who has the ball.
Yeah, you think it's going up the middle, and quarterback's got it going around the end.
That's exactly right. So they're going to snap it back, hand off,
There it
and
went
the
up.
quarterback is going to keep it again around the outside. And I believe he will be just short. They're going to try to push forward, and it is going to be blown dead just short of the first down.
Just short of
Now
the
they're going to mark
35.
it right at the
They
35.
make it third.
And it'll be third and about a foot.
Well, you're going to have to stack up for the run here, Mike.
That's it. You can't expect they're going to run the ball. They've been running it every play.
I think they've thrown the ball 34 times on the year coming in through 6 games. So
Quarterback has good legs, and Noah James, he might just go right up the middle. Falcons are going to pack it in tight. One receiver's out to the left side. They are just going to run right up the gut, and they'll fall forward and pick up first down. Picks up about 3 yards on the quarterback keeper out to the 39-yard line. Make it 4.
Moves the ball to the 39-yard line.
3:02 and counting.
You know, one thing about it, when they're running the ball like this, Mike, they're keeping our offense off the field.
That's exactly right. That's what a lot of teams have tried to do against this Falcon defense, and they haven't been able to get it done. Right now, Treynor is able to run the ball. So Falcons will have to get an answer here. They got about 7 or 8 guys right in the box.
Gonna blitz, nope, offsides.
Pearson jumped off sides there. Tried to time that snap, and
Yeah.
Falcons into the
he was a little bit
zone.
early on that one.
We'll make it first
That'll
and
bring
5.
up first and 5 here.
That's the Falcons' 3rd penalty on the night, Mike, which is very uncharacteristic.
You get to that homecoming week, and most of the time, it can be a little bit off-putting to the coaches because there's a lot of other stresses during the week.
Yeah, a lot of distractions for the boys.
Snap back. They're going to hand off around up the middle, and it'll fight forward. And Cooper's trying to rip that ball out of there. He has the ball, but they're going to blow it dead. And then Cooper gets tackled down the field.
About a 5-yard pickup, it
So
looks
like a
like.
first down yardage. They're going to give the ball to Treynor. They say they blew the play dead. So it'll be a first down. Oh, they're going to bring the
this
chains
is
out.
quite the opposite of the crew we had last week. These guys are gonna, they're looking at it hard.
They're going to take a timeout and bring the chains out. So last week when we were doing this, if you were within a yard, maybe a yard and a half, it was a first down.
Yeah, they moved it. Tonight,
I'm pretty sure this is a first down by at least half the football.
looks like they, at any rate, they want to get the chain gang some exercise, it looks like. And Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown has it.
He had the eye
My
on
young
it.
eyes are going to cost me money tonight as Mr. Brown wins our first bet of the evening. The ball is short of the first down by a link on the chain. There's a little foam pad that goes around, and that was kicked twice pre-game by Mr. Brown, and that is why it came up short.
Yeah, I seen him out there doing that.
That's right. As it is 2nd and a quarter inch. Falcon defense lining up here at their 49-yard line. They got to figure out a way to stop this Treynor offense.
Yeah.
Snap back, they're
right
going
up
to
the
hand up
middle.
right up the middle, and depends on where they mark it. I think he's falling forward for the first.
Yeah, based on that spot, he's going to get it.
Well, now he marks it right at the 49.
Measure? They going to measure again?
They are going to
Not giving it to
They
him.
are going to look at it again.
Wow.
It's third down and another link on the chain.
Pretty short, once again.
Well, I can't remember what band that is.
Wow.
So we're going to come back out here. Third down and a link.
Falcons got to be careful here on an
Wide
outside
receiver out to the
keeper.
left. I wouldn't surprise me if they try to go deep here.
Yeah.
Snap back. They are going to hand off right up the gut. They're
Aiden
gonna get
Miller.
first down.
Yeah.
Miller on the carry, first
3
down,
yard.
Cardinals.
So Miller falls forward as they open up a hole. He picks up 4 yards. This is where the Falcon defense has been vulnerable, right up the gut this year.
Yeah.
A lot of teams fade away from it as the game gets out of hand.
Treynor's done a superb job of controlling that middle so far, and Falcons need to stop that.
So minute 56 and counting. Falcons on top, 14-7 right now. Put a man in motion to the right. They're going to hand off right outside, and they stretch it.
Oh, Cooper
Every time
dejean.
they try to run outside, the Falcons all of a sudden, now that big play, shifts the chains back.
Yeah, that's about a 6 yard loss, Mike.
So that will be blown up by Cooper DeJean in the backfield, who sniffed out that run. Brings up a 2nd and 15.
Now that changes the whole drive, Mike. 2nd and 15, they can't just be patient and get 3, 4 at a clip, because that's not going to do it.
And that defense has to play their responsibility, too. You got to play your gaps. You
Yep.
can't get playing fast. You have to play right. They're going to split out 2 wide receivers to the left side. Under center, take the snap. They're going to hand off right up the gut,
middle.
and that is going nowhere.
Sniffed out.
And this is where the game can get out of hand on just 1 or 2 plays, and that one play by Cooper looks like it's shifted a little momentum for that defense.
Yeah, that was Kyle Spots and Ethan Sheaver on the stop there.
So 3rd and 16 here, and this is not a position that the Treynor Cardinals want to be in very often.
No. Clock winding down in the first quarter, 35 seconds.
They will mark the play here. If they run it, I would be surprised if this is the last play of this quarter. Shotgun, they're going to look to pass, running out to his right side, passing it short, and it is going to go for the first down and more. Just getting through a couple of tacklers and all the way down to the 35-yard line. What a big play by number 15 for the Cardinals.
Kind of a couple defenders, he kind of turned and split them and had a nice pickup.
Braden
19
Larson.
yards.
So it's 3rd and 16, and they pick up about 19 yards, and now 1st and 10 at the 35.
That was huge for Treynor. It looks like the quarter's going to run out.
So if you're Treynor, this is a win. They're down by 7, but they have the ball deep in the Falcon territory. Ball's at the 35-yard line when we come back. Falcons are on top, 14-7. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
And we'll be back to action here as the Treynor squad has kept themselves in this ball game early at least. It's 14-7 Falcons. They've scored on their first 2 drives. The Treynor's looking to come back and do the same thing. They scored on their first drive, a long 48-yard drive. They got into the end zone, now marching again, picked up a 3rd and 16 moments ago, and then let the clock run out on the first quarter. So it's 14-7, Falcons on top right now. Treynor with the football at the 35. And how do you stop this Treynor offense if you're the Falcons? You got to get stops, and you can't let those big plays happen on 3rd down.
That's a good question, Mike. 11 plays on this drive that started back on the 25, so this will be the 12th play coming up.
If you're the Falcons, maybe you get lucky here with a turnover wouldn't be a bad thing. It's hard to run a lot of plays in a row without making a mistake. Twins out to the right. They're going to run a little man in the backfield, and the quarterback keeps it right at the middle. He's going to pick up about 7 yards inside the 30. We'll call it 6 or 7, see where they mark it. Ball was at the 35.
I think that was
They'll mark it at the 29 for a gain of 6.
Gain 6 on the play.
That was Zach Hemer on the stop for the Falcons.
So Noah James with a carry there. So it's this triple option. What happens is the quarterback gets the ball, they're going to run a person in front of him and then another person, and the quarterback can keep it around the end or go right up the middle like he did right there.
Yeah, he basically has 4 options, Mike.
So it could be a quadruple option depending on how it works with the different receivers that are back there. This time he goes under center. James takes the snap. He's going to hand off up the middle, and exploding forward is Miller for a pickup of about 9 on the play to the 31-yard line, making it a 32.
Total knock and Cooper dejean on the stop.
That would be the 22, right, Mike?
22. You are correct, sir. Throw me off when we go off.
You're going the wrong way.
So down to the 22-yard line. And
nonetheless, these Falcons got to figure out how to stop that. That Cade Miller, he's got a nice size, 210-pound fullback, and he's kind of a bruiser.
And a little bit of a burst, too. Quick speed up the middle. James will go under center again. Flanker on either side. Put a man in motion to the left. They're going to hand off up the middle and working his way into the defense. There's Miller.
Probably
it's the 20-yard line.
1-2 yards maybe.
That time a nice stop up the middle.
Make it second down.
A lot of Falcons combining on the stop there. Call it a gain of 1, just short of the 20-yard line, 1.5. Brings up second and a long 8. That third down play was huge because it really changed that momentum back. The Falcon defense was starting to get the momentum. Now it's going the other way a bit. But that can change on one play here if they can all of a sudden get a stop and make it 3rd and long. Snap back to James. He's going to fake the hand. Oh, gives it up the middle, and it is going to be tackled for
going to get probably 3 maybe.
3 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and we'll call it 6. Ball at the 19-yard line.
Definitely
18.
probably 4 down territory here, Mike, and the clock keeps ticking, which is what Treynor wants.
9:47 and counting in the first half. They've just been running, letting the clock tick here as they come to the line. And you play a team like this in the last game, they've learned a lot all year as they'll bunch up again. 3 in the backfield. They're going to keep hand it up the middle to the right side, fighting through a nice tackle there.
2 or 3 yard gain.
Call it a gain of 2 and brings up 4th and 4.
Yeah, that was well defended by the Falcons there.
So now they passed the last time they were in a position on a do or die down. That was 3rd and 16. They made that. Now you got different options. They can run, they can pass when it's 4th and 4. Come out, wide receiver left and right. James under center. Falcon crowd getting into it, trying to draw him off sides.
Nope.
Now coming back under center. James puts another man in motion. They're going to hand off up the left side.
He's not going to get it, is he?
He is fighting forward close. I think he's got it on the second effort.
He might have got it, yep.
It is a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So 4th and 4, they pick up 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11.
And play number 18 of this drive, Mike.
Just one of those long drives that keeps that offense off the field. The Falcons have not allowed a lot of these this year. Wide receiver out to the right. Man in motion out to the left. Hand up the middle, and Miller is fighting forward. Pick up maybe
Miller once again.
5 on the play. We'll see where they mark it.
4 or 5.
Ball was at the 11. Now it's at the 7. So we'll pick up a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6.
It's riding that horse a lot on this drive right now. But he still had a lot of burst even on that play. Under 8 to go in the first half. Falcons are on top by 7. 7:46 and counting.
Got to be a little bit mentally draining for the Falcon defense to be on the field this long, Mike.
James goes under center again, pitches out to the left side, trying to catch a seam, working it to number 3, Jackson Schumacher.
Probably picked up 1.
1, maybe 2. Call it 3rd and 4.
Looks like
Ball
3rd
is
and 4.
Right at the 5-yard line. Need to get to the 1 for a first down. Just inside the 5 as we approach the 7-minute mark here.
Treynor's being real methodical here, taking their time. Play clock 15.
This is where you need that defense like it did last year in the playoffs to just bow up and try to force a field goal if you can, or prevent them from getting in the end zone.
Look for Cooper to come up here and do something.
Hand off up the left side. No, pitch it outside, and he is going to catch a seam dive towards the end zone.
Did he get it?
He is close, but I think he's got a first down.
And very well. Could be. I think you're right, Mike.
Schumacher goes out of bounds.
It is going to be a first down inside the 1.
For the Cardinals.
Oh, here you go again. First and goal at the 1 yard line. Falcon defense has been tested here tonight, at least early.
Very uncharacteristic, too. The Falcon defense has been so good all year, Mike.
Yeah, they have. So James will come out under center again, and the whole team jumps offside, so that is a big play.
Yeah.
Now it goes from the 1 to the 6.
Against the Cardinals.
Now you were one quarterback sneak away from a touchdown.
Or a Caden Miller run.
And now bad things can happen.
Back to the 6 yard line.
6:24 on the clock.
From the 6.
Well, this drive started back in the first quarter. Falcons scored at the 4:33 mark, as I recall. So it's gone on for 4:33, and then another 6 minutes here. It's a 10.5-minute drive so far. They pitch outside and
touchdown, Treynor.
As Schumacher gets the easy one from 6 yards out. So a 6-yard touchdown for Schumacher at the 6:02 mark of quarter number 2, and it is 14-13, extra point pending.
21-play drive, Mike, that ate up a bunch of clock on the Falcons.
The snap back, spot down, kick is up, and it is good. And we are tied at 14 apiece. 6:02 to go. 10-minute drive ends, and the Falcons and Treynor are all tied up. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
What can we build for you? At Holstein Fabrication, we have state-of-the-art equipment and world-class Midwestern work ethic to design, fabricate, and produce metal parts, weld metals, and produce products in a timely manner. We specialize in laser cutting stainless steel sheet, plate, and now with a 3-dimensional laser table, we can work with square and round tube, punch holes, and bend with extreme accuracy. What can we build for you? Visit us today and let's find out at Holstein Manufacturing, a division of Holstein Fabrication.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Yeah, we're back to action here. Falcons and Treynor are all tied up at 14, and if you're a future playoff team, and you've seen these first 2 drives for Treynor, these are something that you're going to want to try to do to this Falcon offense and the defense.
Yeah, you know, Treynor's got a big boy at the center position, and he's given the fullback just enough daylight to, you know, get positive yards, and even after contact at Caden Miller, he's able to drag Falcons with him, and then every now and then they go ahead and do the option around the end. So pound the middle, and surprise them around the end.
Best defense against this Falcon offense to keep them off the field, and right now Treynor is doing that. They are going to bring everybody up here. Cooper and Colton are at about the 22-yard line. Now Colton is going to drop back inside the 20, and they are going to try to kick away a bit, and Colton goes back. He is going to field it at the 15, and he's going to keep it around the right side, and he's got a lot of daylight.
He should
to the
go.
30.
He could go.
To the 40, to the 50, 40. Coming down the right sideline. He's going to beat out everybody and into the end zone. Touchdown, Colton up.
Touchdown.
Roughly caught that at the 15, Mike?
I think he was right about the
10?
15-yard line when he caught that. So an 85-yard return. by Knopp. So if the defense was looking for a little break,
they didn't get it.
They did not get it.
It's kind of the old adage in baseball, Mike. You got to drive in more than you let in. So
there you go.
Get right on it and drive them in.
Well, Falcons take the lead back, 20-14. Snapback, spot down kick is up, and it is good. Extra point good, and the Falcon lead back to 7, 21-14. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back in a moment.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They helped make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
All right, so that Falcon defense got about 17 seconds. No, not 7 seconds?
Yeah.
About 7 seconds of game clock of rest. They did get a 2-minute break on the one and a minute break on the other, so that's 3 minutes and 7 seconds. But Falcon scoring thread is fast and furious.
Yes, it is, Mike.
They're going to look to kick deep and challenge this defense, and it is going to go back, and ball will be right at the 20-yard line, so that is the easy way to do it, right? 25, isn't it?
I'm guessing people have watched tape all year and seen Colton Knopp hand that off to Cooper, and obviously everybody on the defensive side was worried about Cooper, so Colton Knopp showed some speed there, though.
Oh, he blew past. He was kind of right even with him at the 30-yard line, and all of a sudden he popped out of it, and he was gone.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get in a foot race with Colton, Mike.
Not me. He was the Beck Player of the Week on and off the field earlier tonight. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Treynor at their 20-yard line. They're going to have to go 80 yards here. Under center, take the snap. They're going to pitch to the left side and blown up as Cooper gets in and makes the play. So when they get that on the first play, like we said last time, now you got to keep that player in front of you. You can give up 2-3 yards for a couple, but you want to force them to punt the ball with 5:30 to go here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on Treynor's side the way they're playing, and Cooper, he blew in there and blew that up big time.
That's where the Falcon defense gets really tough, is on the outside plays, and Treynor's been making their money right up the gut.
You know, down the stretch last year in those playoff games, we've seen the Falcons bend, and then come up with a big play constantly.
Going to look to run up the left side, and nothing doing there. And there's going to be a little chippiness. I see number 65 is... Is
that Levi Street?
It's Corey Coleman that wants to get himself a personal foul out there.
For Treynor, yes.
For Treynor. You don't need to get in people's faces. The umpire might just warn you once, but after that flag comes out fast. So it'll be 3rd and 13. You know, even if somebody's saying something to you, you can't do that.
You know, Treynor, get him to press here and make a big mistake, and that could be costly.
So they're going to bobble the snap, but they're going to try to run outside.
Treyton Kohler,
Cooper. Nothing doing. Cooper dejean makes the tackle.
Big loss.
The 10-yard line.
6-yard loss.
And now 4th and about 20. So that Falcon defense, much maligned for the first quarter and a half, comes out and gets a 3-and-out.
Big stop. 4 minutes, plenty of time.
And now they kind of have to kick deep.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a timeout. Falcons? Yes. Falcons are going to call a timeout. Treynor wanted to get out there and kick before they could get the receivers back to
get Cooper back, yeah.
That might not be a bad plan, but we'll take a break too. It's the Falcons 21, Treynor 14. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com.
4th and 20 for the Treynor squad as they will snap back to punt. Foot to ball, it is in the air, and a line drive kick bounces once and is fielded by Knopp, and he is going to get wrapped up and tackled at the 47-yard line. I think pushed back.
Oh, see where they give him. Yeah, it doesn't look like a very good spot, Mike.
Interesting. They're going to mark him back at the 48-yard line after he was ridden back from the 47 of Treynor. But either way, the Falcons get the ball back, and that's what they want. The offense didn't get a chance to get out there and score last time. A kickoff return by Knopp. Trips left, Twins to the right. Cooper in the backfield as they'll snap the ball and play. Cooper works out of the pocket, makes one man miss, now coming around the edge, working around, now dances back outside, and he is going to get tackled for a loss, and that doesn't happen often. Now we got another extracurricular activity on Easton Harms in the backfield.
Down there, yeah.
Blocking downfield. He gets up looking at him, and we're ready to go again. It'll be 2nd and 13 after a 2.5-yard loss. Ball now at the 45. Need to get out to the just short of the 42-yard line. Cooper dropping back, looking to his right, rolling that way, firing down the field. It is going to be caught on the sideline.
Trustwell's number 3.
Nice play as he jumped up and got that foot down.
About a 15-yard gain.
Gets the first down.
Good to see Trust get back in on some action. He's been kind of hobbled up the last few games, so.
Quads on the left, 1 to the right. Cooper in the backfield, 3:17 to go in this first half. Snap is back. Cooper looking to his left. Now comes back to his right, trying to set up a little receiver screen. And he's going to make one man miss on the right side. Colton Knopp makes it inside the 20, tackled at about the 16-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to give him the 15. So a big gainer for Knopp.
26 yards.
And the Falcon offense still clicking. 3:08 to go. Falcons on top, 21-14. Cooper with quads on the left again, 1 to the right. Snap is back. Cooper rolling to his left this time. Now firing across his body towards the end zone, caught by Harms. And he is close to the end zone, but just short at the 1-yard line.
14-yard pickup.
And that'll be 1st and goal at the 1.
Against the Falcons.
Scratch that.
They're going to come back. A big gain on the pass, but it'll be 1st and 20 after the hold. So this Falcon offense and defense have been called for numerous penalties tonight, and I don't think Treynor has had one.
Treynor has had one.
They've had one.
Yeah.
So this is one of the few times where the Falcons have been on the negative side of the penalty line, and it's 1st and 25. That hold took place in the backfield.
That was big.
That is a huge loss. So it'll be 1st and a mile. Man in motion. Cooper rolling out to his right, and it is just about intercepted.
That was
tried to throw it there, and Peyton Chapman stepped in and just about had 6 going the other way.
Yeah, that was one of those oops moments, Mike.
Ball's at the 30. Need to get all the way down to about the 4-yard line, 5-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, 5-yard line.
Ball's at the 27, I should say. So about 23 yards to go. Cooper with quads on the right. Now he's going to pull it down and run. He's got a lot of room to run. He's to the 30, to the 20,
going to score.
Inside the 10, and he'll walk into the end zone.
28-yard touchdown.
So dejean picks up 28 and a touchdown as the Magic Eraser walks away from that holding call and into the end zone. 2:32 to go after the touchdown, and the Falcon lead is 13 with an extra point pending. And this is how this Falcon defense gets back in it, because now all of a sudden, how do you run the ball when you're down 14?
Yeah, 2 minutes, 32 seconds left. Kickoff return and another nice run by Cooper.
Snap back. Oh, it's a long high snap, so Cooper's going to try to run out of it.
Yeah,
now coming back the other way. Working to the left.
Help.
He's going to throw it up to the top, and it is going to be high-pointed and
Cam
caught.
Sharkey.
That's dejean to Sharkey for the 2-point conversion.
Broken play, Cam Sharkey came down with
action.
the jump ball there.
Exactly right. So the 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 15, 29-14 the score. We'll take a break. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
Here are are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
29-14 is the score, and if you are keeping track of the jumping jacks done by the cheerleaders for the Falcons, they're at now 71, and the math geniuses up here are unhappy because they've been counting on 7s all year. Now they have to count with an 8 in there. As we are seeing a team that is coming back after a little tough start, and I think now you've seen that homecoming malaise a little bit come off, and I wouldn't be surprised if that defense comes out there again. And if you are Coach Larry Allen, if they run a play or two and you can get a timeout and maybe get the ball back, are you going to call those timeouts?
Yeah, most definitely. I think we will. That kickoff return by Colton Opp just energized the whole sideline and rest of the Falcon team. And then Cooper goes out and makes some huge stops on defense for losses, and then they come back and punch it in on 4 or 5 plays. So all of a sudden a 14-14 game is 29-14 in a flash. So
and that's exactly how the Falcons like to play, is those quick scores and just pile them up. So at 29-14, now Treynor will get the ball first in the second half, so they can play a little bit more conservatively. And you think, well, with 2:32 on the clock, you can run the ball down. If you get it inside a minute and punt back, there's not much a team can do. Well, the Falcons will take that ball with a minute and try to score.
Yeah, absolutely. Big play after big play all year.
So we'll see what's going to happen here. I think they're also going to get rid of the pooch kick and just let Wareham try to put it in the end zone every time. He's showing a huge leg tonight.
Yeah, it's fun watching those extra points. It's hard to see if they're good. They're so high over the crossbars.
He's been good all year long. It's just a weapon to have that they haven't needed. And that's a good thing that they haven't needed it, but it's always good to have that in your back pocket. A kicker can probably nail a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the Falcons and the Cardinals are getting a little extra time on certain touchdowns, what the officials decide, to make sure that they are properly hydrated. Little official timeout, and there still is a player down in the end zone. Looked like it might be somebody that lost their breath, but with how long he's been down there, you're just hoping that he's going to get up and walk off the field here in a moment. It looks like they are going to work to get him up as they bend him forward to the sitting position. So on that last play, the snap was high. Cooper, who is the holder for Wareham, was able to get that ball and work around in the backfield until Sharkey was able to get downfield. Then he put it up high. It was a jump ball between Sharkey and the defender, and he's able to get the ball to his offensive player, who came down with it in the end zone, as Sharkey did, got the 2-point conversion. But that's a big loss if James has to miss any time. That's the quarterback for this Treynor Cardinal squad, who was the player on the field earlier.
He's definitely a nice-looking player. He's had a good game, and Cooper threw that ball the only place that that number one wasn't going to knock it away. And Cam, he went up and real close there, but Cam came down with it.
So they're going to talk to Noah on the side. Now, they could have made sure that he was taking some time, because if you're going to lose your breath, they're better off on the field in the end zone than you are on the sideline, because then the play will start. So he got a little extra time down there, if that's what it was. And he wasn't favoring either leg coming off the field. So Wareham is going to kick off. We'll see if he goes deep again. Last one went to the end zone. Foot to ball, high, towering kick is going to be fielded at about the 2-yard line. Coming around the right side, and there's a little bit of room to run out there. To the 30, outside again to the 35, now the 40, and tackle down at about the 42-yard line.
Huge return for Treynor. Second time tonight.
So all the way out to
Treynor with a nice
the 42-yard line.
41-yard line.
And we're not going to see number one back at quarterback. He's still on the sideline, I believe.
He's going to take a little more time over there. And is there a flag on the play? There is a flag on the play, so this is going to come back. I see it way over on the sideline.
Yeah.
My eagle eyes just
There
saw
it
it over
did,
there.
right on the 30-yard line.
And that marks it back to the 20. So all of a sudden, a penalty goes against Treynor.
First and 10, Cardinals.
And if you're Treynor, you can't afford to have a play like that.
No, second penalty on the night came with 2:22 for Treynor.
And it's a 21-yard penalty.
And I believe they're going to have their backup quarterback in, Mike.
Yes, they are. So coming under center, is that
number?
So you take the snap back. We'll see if we catch a number here. Looking to throw the ball down the field. They're going to throw it short, and I think
number 5.
Just short. As Mr. Peters decided he was going to.
Thomas Schwartz looks like he's in for quarterback for Treynor.
Pass is incomplete.
Josh Peters was trying to say that he got a hand underneath that one.
Down and 10.
I don't think he spotted that ball right away because he was running with the receiver. And if he'd have seen it, I think he had that pick easy.
Just a step sooner, yeah. I think it definitely hit the ground from my vantage point here.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Quarterback is out there again. He is the backup quarterback. Tried to throw the ball in the first play. He's going to bring 3 receivers out, and they're going to hand off right up the gut again. And the Falcon defense stands him up and pushes him back.
Nice stop there.
The quarterback is number 5. Is that Schwartz out there? Is that what you said?
Yep.
So Schwartz is the quarterback now.
And your question about the timeouts was answered.
Yeah,
so.
We're going to see a timeout with 2:11 to play here. So now the Falcons defense, your 3rd and 8. You've seen that they've been willing to throw the ball with a backup quarterback a little bit, but I think you just come out, pound that line again, and see if you can't get the ball back here on this play.
Bring all kinds of pressure right up the middle and see what happens, Mike.
Lead again.
That was an interesting play call for the backup quarterback, his first play. But
if it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't, you're kind of wondering what you did. As it was kind of a long, incomplete pass. But it makes you think on a defense that they might try to do something like that again. Problem is the Falcons' outside defenders are very good.
Oh, Josh Peters on the corner out there, he's been salty all year long.
And he was step for step with that wide receiver.
And you know, if you don't want to go his way, you can come this way, and Easton Harms is back there.
Exactly right. So
pick
Harms
your poison.
Peters again on the outside, guarding the 2 wide receivers. As the quarterback, Schwartz, is under center. Puts a man in motion to his right. They're going to try to keep it around the edge, and the quarterback keeper is going for nothing, and the Falcons will call another timeout here, I'm sure.
Yep.
They do. So we'll take a break, 2:04 to go. The Falcons will be getting the ball back when we come back. It is 29-14. The Falcons have the lead on their homecoming game. 2:04 remains in the first half. You are watching a production of the Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
I'm Mark Hansen, 3rd generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
Falcon punt return team will come out here. It is 4th and about 8. Ball is at the 21-yard line, so 4th and 9. Knopp and dejean are back to receive. Snap back. Foot to ball. It's in the
nice
air.
punt.
A nice punt is going to go
down
huge inside
roll.
the 40 and check up to the 31-yard line,
yep.
where the official will eventually blow his whistle. And finally does. At the 1:53 to go.
Falcons will take over.
So with 1:53 and no timeouts, they could get 2 touchdowns here.
Well,
really.
yeah, you know, for sure, Mike, we're going to put the ball in the air. So.
Well, you don't know. Cooper could run.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I'm not expecting a Dearson run, but that could happen too.
Yeah, we haven't seen Dearson carry the ball yet tonight. Had a nice game last week.
Yes, he did.
12 carries, 75 yards roughly.
Absolutely. Trips right, twins left, now one in motion, working to his left side. Cooper takes the snap, looking downfield. Little blitz up the middle. He's going to throw down the field over the right side, and he'll just overthrow the receiver over there. That was Knopp, I believe, running down the field.
Yep.
And a flag is going to be, I believe, a hold.
They're going to be a holding.
Yeah, it looked like there was a delayed blitz up the middle, and that'll cost the Falcons 10 yards and bring up a 1st and 20.
Holding against the Falcons.
Oh, it's going to be a lot more than 20. They called the hold at the 22-yard line.
So it's going to take it back to the 12.
So it'll be 1st and 30-ish.
First and to Holstein.
So they marked the play at the 22. Now it's 1st and a mile and a half. 1st and Holstein. Trips left, Twins right. Cooper looking to throw out to the right side.
Easton Harms got it.
To the
Got
20,
some room.
and he will extend out to the 29-yard line, or 24-yard line, that is, and bring up a 2nd down. And now we're back down to 2nd and 16 as they line up quickly. Quads to the right, one to the left. Minute 23. Cooper rolling out to his right. He's got a receiver down the field, caught, and Trust is going to get just short of the 1st down yardage. Let's see where they mark it. With 1:11 to go, they will get it out to 3rd down.
16-yard pickup for Trust.
So 3rd down and a couple inches as Cooper calls through the plays. 1:02 to go in the half. He'll roll out to his right, trying to find something to go with downfield. He's going to throw it, and he throws it away. So with 4th down and 1, with 54 seconds to play, that'll stop the clock. And now I think Larry's going to go for it here.
Oh, definitely. No doubt. 54.4 seconds.
54.4 seconds remaining. Treynor's defense wants to get a big stop here. Need to get about a half a yard. Cooper might just run right up the middle. He is going to go on the shotgun. Trips left, Twins right. 6 on the play clock. 5, 4. He snaps it back. He's going to dive down.
Get the first
up the middle. He's got
down
first down and more.
He's going to score.
He's going to score on the play. 40, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone.
59 yards.
59 yards.
So a 59-yard touchdown run. A flag down at the 42-yard line, so that might bring it back.
Yep, wait till we see here.
So it's going to be a
penalty
against Treynor, personal foul, as dejean scores from 59 yards out. That is now 35-14. Extra point is pending. Wareham is back. Snap is back. Spot down. Kick is up, and it is good. So the lead is 36-14. 22-point edge for the Falcons with 44 seconds remaining in the first half. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no-obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
I don't know what an explosive offense looks like. This game was tied 14-14 at the 6:02 mark of the second quarter. So we played a quarter and a half, and it was tied 14-14. It is now 36-14. They have scored 3 touchdowns, and there is an onside kick possibility right now, which is a very good possibility after the personal foul on the run by Cooper dejean. And if they get the onside kick, they could get another touchdown. But they are going to pooch it deep into the end zone and pad the touchback stats for Wareham. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Treynor, and they will get the ball at the 20-yard line. So 36 points on the board, 22 of those points coming in the last 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Did we talk about big plays earlier?
And if you're wondering why Mr. Dotzler says, well, I think he's going to score, and he's still 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, it's because if Cooper doesn't get touched in the first 5 yards, he's probably going to score.
Yeah, Treynor doesn't have anyone that can match his speed.
Well, snap is back. Looks like they got their starting quarterback back in there.
Jackson,
they try to run around
Shoemaker.
the left side, and Kohler is going to stick his nose in there.
Carried by Jackson.
And
Shoemaker.
Trainor's all of a sudden getting a little chippy. They had a little personal foul on that long run by
Second
Cooper
down,
dejean. We saw a little bit earlier, a little getting in the business of other people. And if you run into that position, that is not going to get you served well. So that looks like it'll be the last play of the half.
Falcons will lead 36-14.
At the break, we are a Falcons lead 36-14. We'll take a break for a minute. We'll be back here, talk a little bit about what happened in the first half, and we'll get you some stats from Mr. Dotzler as well. Then we'll let you watch the bands and the homecoming show, and we'll be back here for the second half. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odebolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
I want to thank our sponsors for our game. Again, that includes Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, North Star Community Credit Union, Evertech, the Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, Beckman Motors, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmies, and Rex Chevrolet. United Bank of Iowa, our scoreboard show sponsor, and our pregame show sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, as we are homecoming week for your Falcons, and the lead is 36-14. Scoring got started at the 10-19 mark on a 7-yard touchdown pass from Cooper DeJean to Easton Harms into the end zone. The extra point was good, capping off a 62-yard drive, and the Falcons' lead was 7-0 there. But Treynor marched back and scored with the 5:55 mark on a 48-yard drive. Extra point was good on a 9-yard run by, I believe it was Carson who got into the end zone. So it was 7-7, but the Falcons answered with a DeJean touchdown run from 9 yards out, capping a 56-yard drive. Extra point was good, and it was 14-7. But again, Treynor answered back, taking 10 minutes off the clock, scoring on a 6-yard run by Schumacher. 6:02 to go, and it was tied 14-14. So there we were, halfway through the second quarter, tied at 14. Then the kickoff gets into play, and that gets run back by Colton Knopp, 85 yards, extra point's good, and now it's 21-14, a 3-and-out, and then DeJean scores to Sharkey on the extra point, but DeJean scores with 2:32 to go on a long run, and then does it again, a 59-yard run by DeJean, extra point is good. That was with 44 seconds to go. So they scored with 5:49, 2:32, and again with 44.5 seconds to go. And all of a sudden, you look at the scoreboard, and it is 36-14, and we were tied 6 minutes ago. This is a Falcons offense that is hard to stop.
Yeah, Treynor had to be feeling really good about themselves for about 10 seconds there.
Yep.
And that was the time it took Colton to run that back, if that. So, Cooper had an outstanding first half again. 5 carries, 132 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns in the air, 12 out of 16, 141 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Trustwells, good to see him get back into the action. 2 catches, 31 yards. Cam Sharkey, 2 catches, 16 yards. Colton Knopp had 2 catches for 46 yards, and he had that long touchdown return. Easton Harms had 3 catches, 28 yards, and Griffin Dearson had 2 catches for 6 yards. So receivers spread out just as he's done it all year. And obviously Cooper, with his legs, has turned the tide of the game.
The Falcons have the lead, 36-14. We'll let you watch the band as we are at the halftime show for homecoming here in Ida Grove. Our next broadcast, we don't know it yet because we don't know what the playoff schedule is, but when we do, you'll hear our next broadcast. The first way to do it is online. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel you're watching right now with Fuller Digital Solutions, you'll get an email or an update that'll tell you when our next broadcast is. We're going to take a break. Again, my name is Michael Earl. If you would love to comment to us, you can tell us that we were off the air earlier tonight. Yes, we do know that. We are very sorry about that. We ran into some technical difficulties. We are back on the air. So if you have friends and family that are wondering why they are not able to see this broadcast and they are saying, why are you able to see it and I am not, you can tell them that they should log back into YouTube, look up the OABCIG game, and they'll find that, and then they can subscribe again to see that game, and they can listen to me. Well, maybe you shouldn't do that. It'd probably be better on their ears if they did. Either way, Falcons are on top 36-14, and you are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Let's leave it with the band for a while, and we'll be back in a bit.
Tonight is the announcement of the juniors hog raffle. First winner, Penny Kinney from Denison, Iowa, sold by Kaylee Loger. And the second one is Brandon Johnson from here in Ida Grove, sold by Amber Hoffmeister.
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Yankees and Rays are tied at 1. You're wondering why we don't always have the sound on for the band. We would love to put the sound on for the band. The problem is that the camera that would put the sound on for the band is in the booth of the press box, and there are about 7 of us in here that are all coordinating different things. You have the people that are working the homecoming, making sure that all of that gets done and coordinated, and you have announcements that are being made. And in general, there would be a lot of talking that you would hear, and not everyone is aware or cognizant that we would be on the air. So that is the reason. We do apologize for that. We're going to explore some different things moving into next season and how we can get more of the band on the air, including possibly putting a microphone outside of the press box so that we can do that. But as of right now, we are thinking we can do that maybe moving forward. But, of course, after today, all we're going to get is audio. There will be no visual. We were talking about it at the half. Now, for the Falcons this year, the playoffs are going to start next week. More than likely, the Falcons have a bye. But because of the playoff system this year, everyone gets in the playoffs. And that means there's an extra 2 weeks in the playoffs. So there's going to be a total of 4 games to get to the Dome this year. The Falcons will more than likely have to win 3 of those games to get there with their first-round bye. It'll be a little different path this year.
Yeah, it definitely will. And, there's some good teams in the area. And we may get to see Underwood come to Ida Grove in about that 3rd home game here, Mike.
I would think that that's possible. You never know what they're going to do. Underwood, obviously the Falcons handled them on the road, so you'd see that possibly coming here or not. They're the number 5 team in the state right now, I believe. After those top 5 teams, the point differential really changes. Now, the Falcons have grown a 36-14 lead here against Treynor. As the foot to ball, it's high in the air, going to be fielded about the 15-yard line. And the special teams for the Falcons had a hard time. They're going to try to reverse field. Now coming back to the left, got to make one man miss, and a nice tackle there by Josh Peters.
Yeah, he stayed home, and
that was Sid Schaff that was able to get around the right side, left side, back to the right. And Peters gets him down to the 24. This Falcon defense going to get tested again
Turtles
here.
will take over on their own 24
But you
yard
can't
line.
have many 10-minute drives when you only have a total of 24 minutes to score 20-plus points.
Yeah, that was quite impressive, actually, that Treynor controlled the ball that long and, 20-plus play drive.
Man in motion to the left. They're going to pitch that way. Student body left, trying to get around the edge.
Oh, Cooper
DeJean is
DeJean
going to wrap it up, and
Cooper DeJean
they are going to stuff
with
him
the
for about a
initial stop.
4-yard loss.
Jackson Schumacher on the carry.
Make it a 5-yard loss.
5, 6, yeah.
Also good to see Noah James
Brings up
back in the ball game.
Cooper's been pretty active on defense coming up out of his
Really, ever since they got down, tied up at 14-14, that touchdown run by Colton Knopp had fired up Cooper a little bit on the defensive side.
Yeah, it's nice to see him get some big stops there.
So second and 14. James back in as the quarterback for Treynor. He was injured on the 2-point conversion to Knopp. They're going to kick it, hand it off up the middle again. No, he's going to keep it on the edge. Now pitching outside, and that defense makes the play again. No gain.
2 people out there for the Falcons. Looks like.
So ever since
Ethan Cheever was out there. Colton Knopp, maybe?
Absolutely. Ever since that first 2 drives where they got all that success up the middle, they've started trying to run around the edge. And again, the Falcon defense, very good going right and left.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of damage they can take if you run right up the middle.
Yep.
And they haven't done it really that much for success since.
They've made nice adjustments, it looks like, Mike.
3rd and a short 15 here. Receiver out wide to the right. Maybe a little bubble screen here. We'll see what they do. Snap back. They are going to look to throw the ball up over the top, and Easton Harms,
that's not going to work.
Closest one to it. Tried to hit the streaking Sid Schaff on the play. Nothing doing. It brings up a 4th and 15.
Well, Mike, 22-point difference. Are we going to see a running clock yet?
Doing the punting.
Well, they're playing in the second half for the Falcons. That's only happened about 3 times this year.
Yeah, back to back.
So snap the ball, kick it off, and punt will be fair caught by DeJean at the 47-yard line.
Falcons will take over on the 47-yard line.
Getting the ball back.
So what's your prediction for number of plays this drive, Mike? 6.
4.
Okay.
Might be 1, but we'll go 4. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to go deep on this first play, whether it's with a run or the pass. Trips left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield is Dearson.
We might see Griffin get a few carries.
They could. Cooper takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. Dearson's back there protecting him. Now he's going to roll out to his right side, dancing around back there. He's going to throw to Dearson on a little screen pass. Dearson spins through one defender. Now cuts back up the middle. He's going to get the first down and more. Tackled at about the 39-yard line. Dearson sometimes runs, and it looks like he's a bumper car out there avoiding traffic.
Yeah. That was a nice play. Nice pickup. 12 yards.
Yeah, a nice spin move. Quads to the left, 1 to the right. Cooper's in the backfield, shotgun set. Snaps back. Going up the middle again. Dearson has it, and he will fight for it. 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Again, a first down is had by Dearson. This time a gain of about 14 yards. Ball's at the 27-yard line, so that's 2 plays.
Yeah.
This offense is just potent. They have yet to be stopped tonight.
Yeah, the speed that the Falcons have at various positions just really stands out.
So shotgun set. Dearson is in the backfield now. Twins out to the left. Snap back. Cooper. Now he's going to come around the left side. Throws down the field. It is going to be caught at about the 11-yard line by Harms.
At the 11-yard line.
17-yard pickup.
If you don't bring somebody in and let Cooper pick you apart, he will. Finds one of his favorite receivers in Harms. And really, those two made some good connections last year, but they got to be really good friends in the Dome.
Yeah, last week was a big week for Easton also. Yes. 9 catches.
Snap back, Cooper rolling off to his right. Got a man behind him. Now fading back, throwing all the way across his body in the air. Dearson makes the catch. Gonna dive in. Oh!
1 yard line.
Missing by 1 yard, that is. So Dearson gets down, I believe, 2nd and goal. Let's see where they mark it. It is going to be 1st and goal inside the 1. Cooper looking possibly to get that 4th touchdown, or they hand to Dearson. They're going to give
Griffin.
to Dearson up the gut, and he is going
did not
to
get it.
come up short. So your call was 6, was it not?
Yep. Right on.
So this is play number 6 on this drive. 2nd and goal. So they all bunched in that time. Now they're going to split a couple receivers out. They keep Harms right on the line. Cooper again will go under center. So 2 receivers out to the right. Dearson's in the backfield. Cooper under center. He will take the snap, hand off, and keeps it around the edge, and
he's
in.
Keeper, touchdown, Falcons.
So at 8:07, the Falcons score the first points of the second half to go up now 42-14, extra point pending. On a 1-yard run by Cooper.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the night.
He's really since that Underwood game, blowing it open in that second half with a couple of back-to-back big gainers. Those legs have been huge ever since. Snap back, spot down, kick up. It is good. And the Falcon lead is 43-14, a 29-point advantage. We will be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
So the Falcon offense or kickoff team will come back out. Now a 43-14 game. So the next score by the Falcons, if Treynor doesn't get one, would put it over that 35-point mark, whether the extra point is good or not, assuming they get in the end zone, which so far they haven't done anything but score in the end zone. In fact, they haven't punted yet tonight, which is not something that is that uncommon for this Falcon squad.
There's that 29 unanswered points, Mike. 14-14, now 43-14.
Foot to ball, long kick is going to be fielded at about the 9-yard line as Schaff is going to come up the left side, and he is going to get wrapped up and driven down. As Gio Aragon there and a bunch of other Falcons pouncing on top. So stopped at about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Treynor.
Gio is one of those guys we called his name an awfully lot last week, Mike. I think stats had him at 13.5 tackles.
So I could be wrong on my jumping jack math, but I believe it is 150 jumping jacks so far for the cheerleaders of OABCIG, as there are 43 points on the board, and the math master up in the booth with me says that I'm not doing too bad. Of course, I had to use all my fingers and toes. I'm not telling you how many toes I've got. It's a couple more than 5, I think. Maybe it's 10. We'll hope that. As they hand off up the middle, and the fullback is going to get stuffed for maybe a gain of 1.
I've seen Hannah helping you out there, right?
Well, Hannah helps out with everything.
To the 20-yard line.
After our technical difficulties, I kind of just looked at her and went, what can you do? And she got us back on the air. Hannah Schmidt, of course, is our genius at getting us on the air and keeping us there. We had a little difficulty earlier. We're back on. We're going to work through that and make sure that we can move forward, as we've had that game on the air ever since. 7:27 to go in this third quarter. Falcons have scored 29 straight points, as pointed out by second math major, Mr. Dan Dotzler, who's joining me tonight. As the snap is back, they're going to look to keep it around the left end. And diving forward is Jones. Just about lost it there, but he kept the ball in his hands. Picks up about 4 yards and brings up a 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5.
You know, 3 and out the first series. Hopefully the Falcons can get another one here and get that offense back on the field.
I think it's been 3 and out now for 3 of the last 4 series. One of those series ended with a half, with just 1 play.
That's right. You're exactly right. This will be the 4th straight one if we can get it.
Well, here's hoping. So we got 3 in the backfield behind Jones. He's going to look to hand off up the middle and bump forward and fighting for the first down.
Yeah, he got it.
Or close to it.
On the carry.
As Schumacher runs through the Falcon
Josh
defender.
Peters came up and made that hit. Right at the first down marker.
It's going to be a first down, I believe.
First down, Cardinals.
Yes, it is. So that's the first down in the last 4 drives for the Cardinals. And it'll bring up 1st and 10. Ball right at the 30. Now they have a lot of good runners on that Treynor squad. It's a big roster.
Yeah. You know, size-wise, it's a pretty even matchup with the Falcons.
They're going to look to run around the right side. Student body right. A big tackle there. Diving in.
Number 6, Zach Heemer.
Heemer on the play, and he will tackle him for a loss of maybe 1.5. Brings up a 2nd and 12.
2nd down and 12.
Tackled at the 28-yard line, loss of 2. He just came in like a bullet.
Yeah, he full run.
Nice tackle. And that's the Falcons' defense has played that way all year long. They've made consistent good tackles. They haven't gotten a lot of penalties. There was some sloppy play early, but ever since then, things have gotten cleaned up.
They shook off those homecoming cobwebs.
Yeah, they happen. They are going to look to run up the gut again, and nothing doing. So
Caden
Miller, who had a huge drive early on in the game, really hasn't done anything since that second drive of the game. It's now 3rd and 10. And if you're Treynor, this is not your wheelhouse.
No, Falcons have made some nice adjustments up front.
So like I mentioned, if you're looking at the film, some other teams might try to do what Treynor did in that first half, but you have to watch the second half too and see what adjustments the Falcons made to see what happens. Snap the ball. They are going to look to keep her on the left side as Jones makes one person miss, and then he is going to get tackled
Zach
down.
Heemer again.
As Heemer comes in again. He was helped out on the play by Sheaver.
Number 62.
So loss of 1. Brings up 4th and 11, and the Falcons will get the ball back here.
Sheaver had a huge game last week against that good Underwood team, too. It seemed like we called Sheaver, Ehrig, and Trayton Kohler a lot last week.
Snap is back, foot to ball. Punt is going to be a line drive kick, and will go out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
43.
So we 1st and 10 Falcons at the 43. So after the kick return for the touchdown by Knopp, since then the Treynor coach hasn't challenged either one of the returners for the Falcons. 4:18 to go in the third quarter. Falcons' lead is 29, so any touchdown would be the 35-point rule, which would mean the clock would run. Twins to the left, trips to the right. Cooper in the backfield takes the snap. Going to throw over the middle, finding
Cam
Sharkey.
Sharkey.
Will get pushed out of bounds after a gain of 3 on the play.
Gain of maybe 3. Make it 2nd down and 7.
Ball is at the... Oh, they're going to give it 2, so... He looked like he was at the 46. Now it's at the 45-yard line. Trips left. Dearson in the backfield. Now he's going to come up to the line on the right side. Twins to the right. Motion to the left now, so quads to the left. DeJean, he wants to run up the middle. Out the right side. Makes a couple men miss. Now he's up the edge. And a flag comes in. 2 of them on the flag.
Yep.
So 2 flags on the play. There's one at the 46, one at the 48. Most likely those are holds or blocks in the back. We'll see what the call is. Looks like a block in the back, so that'll march it back 10 yards from the 46 to the 36.
Back against the Falcons.
Oh, we'll go 2nd and 7, 18.
A long ways.
Yeah, 2nd and 18. Well, you got the eraser.
It's 2 plays, yeah. Take 2 plays, Mike.
That could be 1. Trips left, Twins right. Cooper's in the backfield, shotgun set.
It's like Shoemaker's itching to bring some pressure.
Dearson comes in, possibly for some protection. As Cooper fades back.
Another
flag.
flag.
Down the field, has the man. It is caught. And
Trust Wells.
We're going to have a flag on the play. So Trust Wells makes the catch, but a hold in the backfield at the 32-yard line is going to bring up a 2nd and... I believe it's Holstein and half a Cherokee.
Might be, yeah. Yeah.
And the ball is going to be marked at the 22-yard line. And the yardage to gain is the 47. So it's 31 yards here.
For the record, that was a 40-yard play from Trust Wells there that was negated.
So Dearson's in the backfield with dejean. And this time they jump, so the Falcons will get 5 of it back. 3:44 to go. Third quarter.
By the Cardinals. Make it second and 25.
Well, just spread the field out more. Now you have more room for Cooper to run around, and Harms or Sharkey, Wells, anybody can get deep here. Dearson around the middle of the field, catching one and going. Knopp out there on the edge. Man in motion. Wells snap the ball. Cooper has some time. Fires over the middle. It is going to be caught.
Is that Easton Harms?
Easton Harms is out to the 41. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 13.
And we get 3rd and 13.
I think a 3rd and 12.
For the Falcons.
As they come right to the line. And this is the offense I like to see. Just right up to the line and force them to defend.
Boom.
Trips right, Twins left. Ball's on the right hash. Cooper in the backfield takes the snap. And there is a play down the left side. Flag is out there. Went through the hands on the sideline of Easton Harms. The flag will be a holding penalty on the left tackle.
35, holding again.
So it brings up 4th down. So this will be the first punt of the game for the Falcons. Assuming they punt.
Easton kind of had a step on the defender there. He turned around and ball just kind of went through his hands, unfortunately.
So it is 4th down and 13 to play.
So what is this, our 3rd, 4th, 5th punt of the year? Something like that?
Cooper is lined up for the deep shotgun punt.
Now they're going to go.
Now he's going to go in the shotgun, and I think they're just going to run the play here. They might punt. No, Cooper's going to keep it. Looking downfield. Now has
got a man,
Trust. Side. It is caught for the first down by Trust Wells.
First down, Falcons.
No flags on the play, and a huge gain for the first down.
26-yard pickup, Mike.
So it was 4th and 12 with a 29-point lead. Why not go for it? Trips right, Twins left. Falcons are looking to put this one away and get out of here with a running clock. Over the middle, off the hands of Sharkey, almost caught by Dearson.
Sharkey goes incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 2:45 to play in the 3rd. You can do that when your quarterback is the punter.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if he was just going to try and draw him off sides to get 5 yards closer, but
why bother when you can do that?
Yeah.
Trips right, Twins left. Cooper looking back. Wants to go for it all. Has Harms down the sideline. He's floating it up, and it is going to be tackled in the end zone. Everybody's throwing a flag. It's going to go against Jackson Schumacher, who got caught looking in the backfield, and Harms was wide open in the end zone. He got tackled by Schumacher, and that'll be a 1st and 10 after 15 yards.
First down for the Falcons.
Tackled 5 yards before the ball got there, right?
Yes, he was. Well, you don't want to let him catch it.
No.
If you're going to take the penalty, take the penalty.
Actually, it was probably smart penalty.
You coach the basketball team, I think, at the JV level, don't you?
Yes.
You know, do you tell your players down low, if you're going to get a foul, make sure he doesn't make the basket?
Yeah, we don't like those and ones.
Trips right, one to the left. Dearson in the backfield. They are going to hand off to Dearson. He's going to run up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards.
To the 15-yard line.
Well, we'll make it 3.
Maybe 2nd down and 7.
So 2nd and 7. That's the first carry for Dearson tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He did have that one attempt on the goal line.
Yeah, he had kind of got stuffed on that one. His first positive yards of the night.
First positive yards of the night. So again, they're going to line up tight this time. First time we've seen that formation. Over the top, Dearson is going to catch it. Through the hands. And that will bring up a 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
I mentioned the lead is 29. The Falcons already completed a 4th and 12 from their own territory. Trips to the right, Dearson in the backfield. Sharkey by himself on the left side. Dejean rolling to his right, has some pressure behind him. He's going to throw out to the right side, caught by
Easton
Harms, and
Harms.
Harms is going to dive forward, close to the first down. See where
Looks
they mark
like he maybe slipped as he tried to cut up field, huh?
It is going to be very close, but short.
And a short one.
So the
So
Falcon
6 yards.
offense likely going to stay out there again. Well, Cooper is going to line up under center here, tight formation. Last time he handed off to Dearson, or then he went around the edge from this one. They are going to give him a jump. Up
Free
the middle,
five.
Dearson
No.
is going to fight for it, and he has the first down.
Dearson with the carry.
So the initial jump had them moving backwards, and then the Falcons
First
snapped
down
it and got the
Falcons.
first down, and it'll be first and goal from the 6-yard line.
First and goal from the 6.
Minute 27 to play in this third quarter.
You know, it's been a pretty fast game, actually, Mike.
When you have a 10-minute drive that
yeah,
is all runs, we haven't had a long half. So we're looking out to the left side, over the middle. It is
Touchdown.
touchdown. Easton Harms, his second of the game.
Touchdown.
So a 6-yard touchdown reception by Harms caps off the drive. His second of the game. That's the second passing touchdown for dejean to go along with the 4 rushing touchdowns. So he's accounted for 6 of the 7 scores so far. The other one was a Colton Knopp return on the touchdown, and he was untouched into the end zone.
85 yards.
Snap back, spot down, kick is up, and it is good.
He's good.
So with the extra point, the Falcon lead is 36. And we were at 150, and if you add 50 to 150, you get to an even 200, and I have the thumbs up that I do know how to do that math. So it is 200 jumping jacks for the home cheerleading squad. 50-14 is our score. The Falcons have opened up the running clock. We'll be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
What can we build for you? At Holstein Fabrication, we have state-of-the-art equipment and world-class Midwestern work ethic to design, fabricate, and produce metal parts, weld metals, and produce products in a timely manner. We specialize in laser cutting stainless steel sheet, plate, and now with a 3-dimensional laser table, we can work with square and round tube, punch holes, and bend with extreme accuracy. What can we build for you? Visit us today and let's find out at Holstein Manufacturing, a division of Holstein Fabrication.
Silence is golden sometimes. As they look to kick off here, the Falcons are on top 50-14. It is a 36-point advantage, which means the clock is running. They will only stop on change of possession, for timeouts, for penalties, and for scores.
Mike, I got one question. Do you have trouble counting like that when you're bowling, too?
Only when I'm scoring well. This last week I had a 231 and I still didn't break 500. That tells you how bad a bowler I am.
Oh.
As the kick checks up short and it will go out of bounds at the
After it's touched, though.
16-yard line. We'll call it the 16.5, make it the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. First and 10 Cardinals.
So a nice kick there by Wareham. Falcon offense has been dominant here since halfway through the third quarter, and the defense has pitched a shutout since that time as well.
Yeah, the defense has stepped up. They've played really good since that initial second drive.
Jones going to hand off up the middle and just nothing.
Kyle
there.
Spots, he had him wrapped up first and then got a bunch of help.
That's number 42, Caden Miller again up the middle. Call it a gain of 1, brings up second and 9.
Second down and 9.
You just wonder if there's a team out there that can consistently run the ball. Part of the problem with any team playing at this level is your offense is out there and you think, well, the offense and the defense you can rest. But at this level, the players play both ways.
Yeah.
And you have to have a tremendous athlete that can keep up on that defensive side. Now we're going to run around the right side, and then if you spend all your effort on the defensive side of the ball, your offense suffers. If you spend all your effort on the offensive side of the ball, your defense suffers.
Exactly.
It's one of those reasons why this Falcon team is so good. The athletes are able to get out there in space, score quickly, and they don't have to go on those long
That'll
drives.
bring it into the third quarter. Falcons lead 50-14.
So at the end of 3, the Falcons have the 36-point advantage, 50-14. We will be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Viewership. Back to action here as the Falcons on top now 36-14. We have 12 minutes to play. With that lead, or 36-point game, I should say, 50-14. Man, my brain is fried. It's been a long week, folks. You think real estate is tough? Well, it's not, but I guess I'm just not up to it. It's 50-14 in the score, 36-point advantage, running clock, third down, and about 11 to go. If you'd like to tell me how bad a job I do, feel free. You can just look me up on Facebook, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate, and message me, let me know that. We do apologize for the delay earlier, but we're back on, and glad to do so as Jones going to roll out to his left side. Has to throw across his body if he does. Now he wants to keep it. He's to the 20, and he will be close and tackled out of bounds. It's going to be right at the marker.
Ran out of bounds.
That was a big hit there by Josh Peters, hit him first. And
looks like they will come up just a hair short here on the mark. Right at it. They're going to give him the first down. So it was 3rd and 11. They get all 11, but not an inch more. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Treynor Cardinals with 11:28 to go.
They took a cue there from the Underwood crew.
Yes. Well, they know the clock is running. Why make the clock stop and have them come out?
Yeah, good point.
Game will be over in about 12 minutes. Whistle gets blown and delay of game is
play
called.
Clock.
So that will stop the clock with 11:03 until they spot the ball, and then the clock will start again. So 1st and 15.
15 for the Treynor Cardinals.
For Treynor, it's tough. You come out, you have that first quarter and a half, and that's something you think you can build on, and all of a sudden your offense hasn't done much, your defense can't stop them, and you're going into the playoffs wondering, well, what are we?
Yeah, absolutely.
You kind of have to realize you're playing against the number 1 team in the state. As they want to go deep over the middle, and no one there. Closest one to it was Harms.
Pass intended for Owen Maska.
Can see
Easton Harms on the coverage.
Beckett out there, Beckett DeJean.
Yeah, Beckett DeJean is in the game.
Looks like he's playing safety as well.
15.
Safety, yep. Beckett, he missed some time early on with a knee injury, and it's good to have him back.
So 10:17 to go. Clock continues to run on the incomplete pass with the running clock. 2nd and 15. Treynor scored on their first 2 possessions, have not scored since, and really have not put any pressure on that defense of the Falcons since, as they try to run around the edge, catch the seam, and they will get out past the 30, tackled at the 31-yard line. Clock continuing to run with 9:50 and counting. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 6.5. Ball is just short of the 31. They need to get out to the 42. Make it the 43. Receiver to the left. Snap back, handoff up the middle.
Caden Miller.
And it's Cade Miller who's
not
going
to
be tackled after a gain of 3, maybe 4, and brings up a fourth down.
And 2.
So 4th and 1, 4th and 2. They are going to try to keep the offense out there, it looks like.
Yeah, they need to use some more clock. They're hoping for a first down.
They'll come back out with the offense, at least trying to draw them off sides here.
4-man front.
Of course, they might just try to run right up the gut.
5, 6, 7
They
on
are
the
going to snap
line.
the ball, and they're going to hand it up off the left side, and
Gio
Ehrig on the stop after a loss of 3, maybe 4. And we'll see if the first team, it looks like the offense is coming back out. Says if you want to go for it on 4th down, that's fine. Then we'll just come out and score one more. Cooper staying out there. So the first team offense is going to play it again. So it's 50-14. Twins right. Trips right now. Dearson in the backfield. He might get the call here. Snap it back. Hand it to Dearson up the middle. He is going to make one man miss. Another rumbles through, and he is going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 on the carry. See where they mark it. It's going to be 5.
About 6. Make it 5. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Again, trips right, 1 to the left. Dearson in the backfield. Under 8 to play. It might just be a Dearson drive. We've had a couple of those this year.
That'd be my guess, Mike. We're going to see a good dose of Griffin.
So Dearson up the left again. He's going to run behind that line and fall forward for, I believe, a first down.
And a first down for the Falcons.
Rumbles for the 5 yards plus an inch or 2, and it'll bring up a 1st and 10. So 7:28 to play and counting, running clock. They're going to run a little clock here. 18 seconds on the play clock. This is where that Falcon offense just looks awkward when they try to slow down. Trips right, 1 to the left. Dearson in the backfield. Cooper looking to the sideline. Now takes the snap. Hands it to Dearson. Spin move in the backfield, and he is going to fall forward for 2-ish, maybe 3.
To the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
All at a short 8 or a long 7. Just inside the 20. And we're under 7 to play now.
Yep, Zach Hamer's coming in for Cooper.
So Cooper's going to come out. And that gives this home crowd a chance for the last regular season game to give him a round of applause. 6.5 to play. Hemer's in at quarterback. 1 out to the right. Twins to the left. Snap back. Dearson up the middle. He's going to get a little bit space to run. One man down. Dearson rumbling inside the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown.
19 yards.
Well, Dearson played a little smash mouth football there. Ran through about 5 tackles into the end zone.
And that was a 4-play drive, Mike.
4-play drive?
Yeah. So you had it right. You were just off on the drive.
On one? Yes, that's right. We'll say that. So 6:11 to go. A Dearson touchdown. As the snap is back, Wareham is lined up to kick. Snap back. Beckett's going to put the spot down. It is up, and it is good. And the lead is 57-14. A 43-point advantage. We'll be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hard-working insurance for hard-working people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
All right, we'll be back to action here in a moment. And, well, you thought we might have a game halfway through quarter number 2 when we were tied 14-14. And now you look up at the scoreboard and it's 6:11 to play. So about 2 quarters later and it's 57-14. You see 43 unanswered points on the board.
Yeah, if you're Treynor, you kind of feel like somebody stole your puppy.
It's just what do you do? You're playing the number 1 team in the state on their home field in good conditions.
Yeah. Yeah, and what they did early on, those first 2 drives,
incredible.
The Falcons' defense has not been scored on early on all year long, really. Spirit Lake, maybe.
Yep. Punt or kick back is going to be fielded inside the 10, all the way back at the 5-yard line. This is an area where the Falcons do need to get some work in, as Schaff is going to get it out to the 26, 27-yard line.
There may have been a penalty there, but at this stage they
don't want to stop the clock again, and we can agree to that.
Yeah.
9:03 is our time. Falcon lead is 43. Defense will be out there. See some starters, some non-starters. A mix of players out there. Trying to get everybody some playing time. Starters remain out there for
still
Treynor.
Got defensive backfield, still got some, starters back there.
Get a handoff up the right side. No, keeps it around the end, and Jones is going to be tackled. Who was it that made that play? That was a nice play back there. Holding a right arm. Left arm, that is.
That 24?
Yes, it is.
Eli
Salcido with a nice stop after a gain of 3. He looks like he is going to stay out there. So the backfield is in for the starters, and some of them are coming out as well. Get a chance to give some applause to these players in the last regular season game. Twins out to the left, under center for the quarterback. Jones is going to hand off up the middle, and tackled after a gain of 1, maybe 2. We'll bring up a 3rd and 4. 5. Falcon defense been pitching a shutout now for
since 6 minutes, right?
Since 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now the backups are trying to keep that going. Twins out to the right, 1 to the left. Jones works under center, takes the snap, hands up the middle, and that is going to be a first down for Miller. And he will get out to about the 39-yard line, maybe the 40.
About a 7-yard pickup there.
We tick under 4 minutes to play. The Treynor's kind of rushing to the line. They want to get one more score in.
Yeah. Playing for a little confidence.
As they will
Noah James
get around the edge.
Uh-oh. He's going to go.
He's going to go around the edge, and he kept it into the end zone.
Noah James, touchdown.
61 yard.
A 61-yard score for Noah James at the 3:38 mark. And it is going to be an extra point attempt here. So now a 57-20 game. Lining up for the extra point. Clock stops, of course, on the score. Snaps back, spot is down, kick is up, and it is not good. Missed it to the right.
Miesca's kick is wide right.
So it'll be 57-20. Extra point no good. We will take a brief break and be right back here. But first, thank you to our sponsors, including the Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, Beckman Motors, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's, Rex Chevrolet, Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, North Star Community Credit Union, and Evertech, our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, and Gordon's Body Shop, our pregame show sponsor. Thanks to those great sponsors for making our broadcast possible on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I'm Mark Hansen, third generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
Well, we're back to action here, and the Falcon football team has their hands team out there in case they go for the onside kick. We'll see what they do with 3:38 to play. Looks like they're going to line to kick away deep, and they will just drive the ball down the field, and it will check up at the 5-yard line. Winterode picks it up. He's to the 10, to the 20, makes man miss, and dances around, tackle down at about the 22-yard line.
To about the 23-yard line.
So the 1st and 10 for the Falcons there. We'll see who's going to be playing the different positions.
On their own 22-yard line.
Looks like Heemer's going to stay out there at quarterback, or is that?
Yep. Where's that Beckett?
No, Beckett. We'll see if it is. Looks like it could be Beckett. They're going to throw it over the middle.
Nope, that's Zach Heemer. Yeah, incomplete.
Heemer's pass across the middle, incomplete.
Trying to hit Winterode, I believe, on the play. No.
Intended for Bo Neiman.
Bo Neiman, that is. Only 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun set. A roll out to his right. Wanting to throw downfield, has the man, and it is going to be dropped as Neiman unable to catch it on the sideline.
Bo Neiman goes incomplete.
And that'll bring up 3rd down with 2:18 to play. The Falcons will set up for their 3rd and 10 here. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Lead is 37. Snap is back. Hand off
middle. Eli Salcido.
Salcido's going to come up short. Well, 1:46 to go. The Falcons will run a little clock and punt the football.
Ball to the 29-yard line.
I would assume.
Maybe not, Mike. We don't want to pad those punting stats too much.
That's possible. We'll see what they do here. Now 4th and about 3.
Going to take it down to about just over a minute and then call a timeout.
Call a timeout. That's what it looks like they're going to do. So when the timeout gets called, there'll be a minute, about 6 seconds on the clock. No, they are going to just come up. They're going to go for it.
Okay.
6-5. Heemer in the backfield takes the snap. They're going to hand to Salcido up the left side, and he is going to come off short at the 31. That'll be 1st and 10 for Treynor. Change of possession. The clock will stop. And the clock going at 50 seconds here. 23 on the play clock. Might get a play or two in for the JV squad who comes out here now. 3 in the backfield. Snap back. They're going to pitch it to the right side. And number 15 has a lot of room to run over there, and he is going to get tackled out of bounds with 25 seconds to play. Number 15 for Treynor is Braden Larson. I believe that will do it with 15 seconds. They are going to rush to the line and try to get one more play in. Again, little wing back formation. Snap back. They're going to pitch it to Larson again around the edge, and he is going to get tackled, and that will do it. So the final score is 57-20. Falcons get the victory. We will take a break and be back here as we look at some of the stats from the game. Falcons cap off an undefeated regular season and will win the district in 1A. with that undefeated record in the regular season district play. We'll be back in a moment. It's 57-20. Falcons get the victory. We'll be right back. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no-obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
So your better side, Mike.
Oh, I get
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We're proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odebolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
We're back to the game here as the Falcons win in Ida Grove to cap off their undefeated regular season. If you're wondering, that puts them at a nice 7-0 with that nice win against Spirit Lake in their kind of preseason, we'll call it, before they got into district play. Against the district, they went 54-0 against Missouri Valley, 55-7 against East Sac County, 63-14 against MVAO-COU. Underwood was a 49-22 win, and then the final tonight, 57-20. So the second most points allowed on the year, third if you count the Spirit Lake game. The Treynor, not a bad team by any means, and they fought for the first quarter and a half, but after that it was all Falcons as they got the scoring going with a 7-yard touchdown pass from Cooper DeJean to Easton Harms in the first quarter at the 10:39 mark. And the extra point was good. It was 7-0 at that point. But an answer back by the Treynor squad with the 5:55 to play. 48-yard drive capped off by a Larson run into the end zone. And at that point it was 7-7. But the Falcons got a 9-yard touchdown run by Cooper DeJean after a 56-yard drive with 4:33 to play in the first quarter to take a 14-7 lead. Then a long drive, about a 10-minute drive, capped off by a 6-yard run by Schumacher at 6:02. Extra point was good, and we were tied at about halfway through that second quarter, 14-14. The Falcons then scored on the next three possessions, I should say. With 5:49, Colton Knopp ran that kickoff back and put the Falcons up 21-0. 85-yard kickoff return. Then DeJean, he scored on a running play. Sharkey got the extra point with 2:32 to play. And then a 59-yard touchdown run by Cooper DeJean with 44 seconds left. And all of a sudden, the extra point was good, and it went from being a 14-14 game to a 29-point lead for the Falcons at the half.
At that point, Treynor was thinking, wow, what happened?
Well, exactly. You were 14-14. Now it's a totally different game. 29-point advantage for the Falcons. They come out in the second half and score in the third quarter with 8:07 on a 1-yard run by Cooper DeJean. Then a 6-yard touchdown catch by Easton Harms, his second of the game. And the Falcon lead at that point was 50-14. Then Dearson put one in with 6:11 to go in the fourth quarter But the final score of the game went to Treynor at 3:38 when Noah James went in from 61 yards out against some of the second-string defenders for the Falcons. And the final score, 57-20, after the extra point was missed by Treynor. So Treynor hung in there for a quarter and a half, but after that the Falcons pulled away and really dominated this game. Stat-wise, I'm assuming a good game again for Cooper, both running and passing.
Yeah, Cooper ended up 21 out of 28 for around 245 yards. Stellar night. Had the touchdown pass, two of them to Easton Harms. Rushing, Cooper only had 6 carries, 133 yards. Had that 28-yard touchdown run and a 59. Ended up with 4 rushing TDs on the night. Griffin Dearson had 7 carries for 40 yards. Receiving-wise, Easton Harms had a nice night tonight, 2 touchdowns, 6 catches for 64 yards. Trust Wells got back into the offensive stat column tonight nicely with 3 catches and 57 yards. Cam Sharkey had 3 catches for 18 yards. And Griffin Dearson had actually 5 catches. 5 catches for 40 yards. So all in all, you know, Easton Harms had a really nice night offensively, and Cooper, what else can you say?
Heck of an athlete. So for the Falcons, what that means for your Falcon fans, this will be the last video broadcast we have of the year. After this, we're going to be doing just audio. So if you can't make it to the game, we will not be able to broadcast the video portion of it. That'll go all the way till they get to the Dome. When they get to the Dome, if they get to the Dome, then those games are broadcasts, and that is a closed-circuit broadcast. I think most of Eastern Iowa can pick it up on their TV, and if you are not in that area, there are ways to get it online as well. But we will not be able to broadcast with Fuller Digital Solutions except for on our stream, and that stream will just be audio only. We want to thank all of our sponsors who have made our broadcast possible throughout the year and keeping us through into the playoffs as well. I want to thank you for listening to us. So you're wondering when the Falcons play next? Well, so are we, because they haven't announced that. It's apparently a closely guarded secret in the Iowa High School Athletic Association. They haven't told anybody, but we assume, because there is an odd number of districts. There's 9 districts in 1A. Each district has 6 teams. So I'm doing some math in my head, which is always dangerous, and I'm coming up with a number of 51. Is that right? 51 is 9 times 6. I think 9 times 5 is 45, plus 6 would be 51. 9 times. So I'm doing my math wrong. That's why I don't do it. That's 54. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So we're looking at 45, and so you have an obvious situation here where you're not going to be right as far as which teams are going to play. It's 4 games to get to state. We assume that the Falcons are going to play all their games at home. We also assume that they are going to get a first-round bye. Unfortunately, assumptions sometimes are wrong. So we're going to keep you posted. If you are subscribing to the YouTube channel that you're watching right now, they will tell you when the next game is, because as soon as they get it, they're going to schedule it, and you will see it. It'll be for OABCIG. So we recommend you do subscribe to this network on Fuller Digital Solutions. I do want to address a couple of things that happened tonight, just so that you understand. We are a work in progress. We're trying our best, folks, and you have to remember that this is something that is our first year doing it. We're working through a couple of different snags. We have a new camera. The camera is above the press box here, and it works on a remote. And what we learned tonight is that when you try to use a remote control camera and you are covering the Falcons move too fast for a remote control camera. I would love to say that we could have adjusted that on the fly, but we could not. So what we had to do is we had to make a switch to our old camera system so that we would be able to keep the play on the screen for you. When we did that, we found that we could not keep our broadcast going. So that is why we had snag number 1, and we appreciate you sticking with us there. We also appreciate you telling us we were off the air, because sometimes we may not know if we're ever off the air. So if you were texting Dan, or if you were texting our wonderful, great, professional, always doing her best job to our number 1 player that is in the booth, you can text her or you can message us as well. So when we finally got back on the air, we had to go on a new channel. And that's the only way that works. We couldn't just load back up on what we were for the old. So if that ever happens again and you are watching us and we're off the air, You might just have to go into YouTube and reload and search again for the OABCIG team. We'd love to keep you with us, but we learned that tonight, and then we also learned that a lot of people do want to listen to the band. We've had some trouble with the Falcons because we have our camera in the press box up here, and there's a lot of conversation that goes back and forth. So what we have to do in the future, we're going to try to find a way to put a microphone outside. We don't have microphones that stretch outside, but we will find a way to get that done going into the future. We don't have all wireless technology over here. We have a limited number of areas that we can put things, but we will find a way moving forward to get that done. The problem with miking up a press box, as you might be aware, is that not everybody in the press box is aware that they are on the air. So we want to make sure that we are respecting everyone's privacy rights and making sure that you are able to watch the game. Not that anybody says anything wrong in the press box. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they are talking about a lot of things that are going on the field, and it would have been hard to listen to that band playing anyway. We were able to get a little bit of it on the last song. We found a way to snake a microphone through a window to get it outside, and we'll try to do that in the future as well. But we do apologize, and we hope that we can bring our broadcast better. Now, that brings me to my final point, which is, how did we know that you were a little disappointed that we did not hear the band? It's because you told us. And when you tell us something, we're going to try to get it done correctly. If we can't do it today, we're going to make sure that it happens in the future. We can't do these broadcasts and learn unless you are able to give us feedback. So we appreciate that. In the future, we'd appreciate the feedback to be a little bit more kind and generous in the knowledge that you're getting to watch a free product on the air. And it is brought to you by our sponsors. But we understand that people are frustrated, so we get that as well. But thank you so much for joining us. I am joined by Dan Doetzler. And Dan, any final thoughts before we get to the playoffs?
No, Mike, shout out to you and Hannah. And, Fuller Digital, I get numerous comments all week about the Falcon fans that have enjoyed the streaming tremendously, especially in this crazy COVID environment that we're in. And so just want to say thank you to you guys.
Well, one of the things that I think has been great, and I've gotten a couple of different comments of people, is there are a lot of senior citizens out there that would be at these games every single Friday night.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, safety first is what we always want to err on. They're not able to be here. Some of it has been weather related, some of it has been COVID related, and others of it just because you can't make it every time. And I've had numerous people say, hey, Mom has been able to watch you, Dad has been able to watch you. So to all you people that have watched us, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate it. If you want to give us feedback, we are more than happy to take it, because you know what? I misspeak all the time, and I am happy to take the blame, but it is not Hannah's fault, and it is certainly not Dan's fault, and I will take the lion's share of the blame. We will figure out a way to get the band mic'd up in the future, and we know that's important to a lot of the fans out there, but we want to say thank you to you for sticking with us through this broadcast. As we move forward into the playoffs, I'm going to give you again our final thoughts. It is a weekend, which means that people like to go out and imbibe in different beverages. If you are going to go out and drink, please do not drive. And if you go out and drink, again, don't drive. And if you drive, do not drink. Be safe, everybody, this weekend. And let's get back together in a Friday or two with the playoffs. For Fuller Digital Solutions, my name is Mike Laurel. Enjoy your weekend, folks.